Like most people, you wear clothes, and if I know anything about clothes, it's that they probably have pockets. Flashlight manufacturer Skill Hunt, a company with strong pocket awareness, has created a line of everyday carry flashlights imaginatively titled the DS line. Like you may have figured out by now, these lights are pocketable and are designed to replace the lint and tiny liquor bottles currently in yours. Skill Hunt sent me the smallest light in the DS line, called the DS10, to review. The Skill Hunt uses both 16340 sized 4.2 volt lithium ion rechargeable batteries and 3-volt CR123 sized lithium primaries. So you have multiple choices when deciding if you prefer throwing batteries away or recharging them. You've probably noticed that this light comes in an attractive and fully recyclable box. You'll also notice the word flashlight boldly written on it, probably to avoid confusion with boxes without flashlights inside. Open the box and you'll find an operator's manual, an exciting warranty card good for 2 years, spare O-rings, a special separate O-ring that replaces the magnet in the tail cap, a lanyard, and a clip. The DS10 is a premium flashlight made from high quality components. This isn't like premium beer. Its aluminum body is covered with a Type 3 hard anodization that resists scratches. The lens is made from an ultra clear glass that sports an anti-reflective coating. The reflector is also made out of a polished single piece of aluminum. You also might notice a tiny LED on the side, which turns out is a low voltage indicator to let you know when it's time to replace or recharge your battery. Inside the light, you'll find a spring at either end, which helps reduce shock and increases the chance the light will stay on if you drop it. This is great news for people afraid of the dark or who often drop things. And no, it didn't stay on every time I dropped it. This light isn't a whole lot bigger than a thumb drive or a tube of hippie chapstick covered in French words. Oh, and if you're a person who likes to measure things, the length is 76 millimeters, the head diameter is 24 millimeters, the body diameter is 22 millimeters, and the weight is 47 grams without a battery or clip or lanyard or whatever, you know. The DS10 is a compact flashlight with 4 main brightness levels and a hidden strobe mode. The light also has mode memory, so to turn it on, give the light a brief press. To select the modes, continue to give it a brief press. It has 4 modes and starts with the minimum level and increases in brightness with each press. After the highest output, then it goes back to the first, lowest level. To turn it off at any time, while it's on, press and hold the button until it turns off. 2 other convenience features that allow you to instantly access the lowest and highest setting from off mode are operated the following way. To enter the lowest mode from off, just press and hold the button until it turns on. It's going to be in a longer press than when you just regularly turn it on. To access maximum brightness while the light is off, just give it a double click. And finally, to access the strobe mode, double click at any time while the light is on. The light uses the popular Cree XML2 LED emitter. Skill Hunt's manufacturer specifications for the light output levels and are as follows. Level 4, which is actually the first mode, outputs 2 lumens for a maximum runtime of 140 hours. Level 3 outputs 60 lumens for 7 hours. Level 2 is rated at 180 lumens for 2.5 hours. Level 1 outputs the light's maximum 300 lumens for 1 hour and 20 minutes. Alright, so here comes the part of the video where I test the manufacturer specifications against my observed specifications. The last segment of video contained the stated specs, so just watch that part again if you have a bad memory. I'll basically test the runtimes and lumen claims that are listed in the instruction manual. All tests were performed with a single 16340 keep power rechargeable lithium-ion battery. So, first, here are my observed run times for the 3 highest output levels. The first test is using the highest output level, or level 1. I did this one on video. The light runs for a total of 1 hour and 16 minutes. It steps down at about 53 minutes in and finally kicks off at the 1 hour and 16 minute mark. The next test was set to level 2, which is a second brightest mode. I took still pictures for this test with the camera set to manual. Total run time is about 2 hours. The last test is level 3, which also uses still pictures. Total run time is about 4.5 hours. Just to make sure, I tested this twice and got nearly the same result, maybe with about a 10 or 20 minute difference. I did not test the last mode level because of time constraints, but SkillHunt says it runs about 140 hours. I don't have specialized test equipment to verify the actual lumens of the DS10, but I do have a few other similar sized popular lights that are slightly brighter and slightly lower in brightness to kind of give you a ballpark figure of the brightness output of the DS10. For these 4 photos, the camera was set to manual and all the settings are the same. The lumen output noted in the bottom right hand corner is a manufacturer rated maximum output level, so you can compare the maximum brightness of each light. So next, let's go over some features that give the DS10 versatility. Firstly, it comes equipped with a strong magnet in the tail cap that allows you to stick it to metallic surfaces, or perhaps your arm if you're a sweet robot. You can remove the magnet and then replace it with an included O-ring. If you carry it near credit cards or ID badges, this may be a good idea, unless you think that replacing those 2 things is fun, or maybe you really enjoy talking to customer service and HR reps. You have the option of attaching a clip facing the direction of your choice, because flashlight clip direction is not something currently regulated by the government or your homeowners association. Or you can attach the lanyard if you're a square. There is also an optional headband that you can purchase if you like to look like a universal soldier. And anybody will tell you the only thing cooler than a 10-minute flashlight review on YouTube is a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Anyway, the last thing I'd like to do is compare this light to my favorite current pocket light, the Sunwayman V11R, which is a more expensive flashlight. Since there's no one on the planet who has a long attention span for flashlight videos, I'll try and wrap it up quick. First, the Sunwayman has 2 advantages that I enjoy, but come at a higher cost. Not a moral cost, just a regular old financial cost. The first is a magnetic dimming ring, which allows you to select the exact level of brightness you want. The light goes much lower and quite a bit higher than the SkillHunt. The low mode really comes in handy if you wake up in the middle of the night and need to navigate without hurting your eyes. The Sunwayman is also brighter by about 200 lumens. Another reason I like the Sunwayman slightly better is the optional extender, which allows you to run AA batteries and 14 500 sized lithium-ion batteries. So it has a wider voltage operating range and accepts quite a few batteries. But those 2 things are really the major ones. Both are premium, well-engineered lights that offer great efficiency in their small sizes. Neither light employs PWM, or pulse width modulation, to achieve lower brightness levels, so the light output is nice and flicker-free. And in fact, the SkillHunt does excel in a few areas over the Sunwayman. I like the tint of the light better because it's not quite as cool or blue as the Sunwayman. Also, it has the advantage of being more compact. Oh, and finally, the magnet in the tail cap really comes in handy if you need an impromptu work light, or you want to stick it to your face because you're a robot. If I could think of a single improvement for this light, it might be to nix one of the medium brightness modes and add a sub-lumen moonlight mode similar to the Sunwayman. Other than that, everything else is pretty much perfect. So, thanks for watching. If you'd like to find out where to purchase this light or need more information, check out www.skillhunt.com, skillhunt.com. and contact their responsive customer service.